In this video, I'm going to tell you about the top 5 reasons I see that lead to most businesses failing, and the one big one I see happening over and over again, and I've made them all myself. People often look for the books, they read the stories of the businesses that go right. They find the overnight successes and they want to know all about what went right. But it's the things that go wrong that will teach you more than the things that go right. I spent the last 21 years building businesses from the ground up. I spoke to hundreds of business owners and hundreds of founders, and this mistake is made over and over again. Solving a problem that doesn't exist. If your business is solving a problem that doesn't exist, you'll quickly run out of customers. People don't want to buy your product. They want to buy the solution that your product solves. For example, people don't want to spend 9 hours on a plane. They want to go from London to New York, and that's what air travel solves. The most successful businesses solve real problems, and if you look at some of the biggest companies in the world, you can almost immediately pinpoint what they do. Think of Google, Amazon. Started out as books, very niche, very simple problem. The wrong founding team or the wrong leadership team. Quite often businesses start out because 2 or 3 friends get together, they've got an idea and they say, let's start a business. The problem with that is quite often those friends have very similar skill sets. They like very similar things. So things that you don't enjoy get left behind. For example, you're a photographer. You're friends with another photographer. You get together and you decide to start a business. The problem is both of you are great at photography, but nobody's good at finance and nobody's good at marketing. You quickly realize that you're 2 great people running a business, but you don't have complementary skills. And that then often leads to fallouts, arguments, holes in the business. The best founding teams and the best leadership teams are often people with diverse skill sets. Someone who's really good at finance, someone who's really good at marketing, someone who's really good at managing people, someone who's really good at operations. It's really important when you're looking to build that leadership team that you all have different skill sets and all have different things that you enjoy doing. A lot of businesses fail because the leadership team falls out with one another, and all that does is distract the leadership, the management from running the actual business. Massive distraction, and meanwhile, while everyone's bickering, the business is disappearing, running out of money. Now, this might sound obvious. If a business runs out of money, it's like a human running out of oxygen. It simply cannot function. But lots and lots of business owners confuse cash with profit. Just because you've got cash in the bank does not make you a profitable business. The lesson I learned very early on is me as a business owner should not be getting involved in managing the finances. It's a really, really important task. Hire a finance expert or just hire a finance person that knows what they're doing and trust them to tell you. Make sure they do a cash flow, because cash flow will kill you quicker than lack of profit. Raising money too soon. I have covered this in another episode, but not having money will force you to make better decisions. I've seen more businesses fail because they've spent too much money on the wrong things. And the opposite of that, I've seen businesses succeed because they've had to think about every single penny they've spent, forced them to go out and sell their product. It's forced them to really think about, do we really need to spend this money building this thing or hiring that person? Lack of cash or lack of investment is one of the reasons your business will be successful. Building a product before you've tried to sell it. Now, I have talked about this on another episode, but this is one of the things I see most founders getting really caught up in. They spend months and weeks building this product and perfecting it and trying to make it absolutely perfect before they take it to market. And then they take it to market, no one wants to buy it. And trust me, you can go out and try to sell your product before you've even built it. Elon Musk and Tesla are probably a great example of this. They were taking deposits, advance orders on the Cybertruck before they'd built it, before anyone knew it was even possible to build. And people were paying for it. They were putting money down to be one of the first customers to own one of these Cybertrucks. Now, appreciate you're not Elon Musk and you're not Tesla, but believe me, if you've got a product and you're building a business to a real pain, there will be people that will be willing to join a waitlist and even part with cash to be one of the first people to buy your product. Friends, family, they'll all have opinions about your business, but very few of them will have run their own business, and probably very few of them will have any experience of your market. You wouldn't trust a farmer to tell you about brain surgery. So as much as they'll mean well, your mum, your dad, your best friend probably isn't the person to be listening to advice from, and they're definitely not the people you should be using to make key business decisions. So on to the big one. The reason most businesses fail is lack of focus, and the reason most businesses succeed is because of focus. Business is complicated enough. Don't make it more complicated. If there's a real pain that you can solve and you can focus, drill in on that and build even just one simple product, become the best in the world at it, you will have an incredibly successful business. I've made this mistake. I think every business owner and every founder I've ever spoke to has made this mistake. Just get distracted. There's something exciting over here. There's a new market. There's a new product. There's a new feature. But believe me, 99% of the time, your time and your team's time and effort will be far better spent focusing relentlessly on that one single thing that you set out to do in the first place. Some real good examples of this in the market. And if you almost think of any big company in the world or big successful company in the world, they've done this. McDonald's, very simple menu. They sold burgers. Apple, what are they famous for? The iPhone. These big businesses have become famous for solving very simple, focused problems. So there they are, the 5 mistakes I see all the time, and the big one, focus. Now, even though you've listened to this video, I promise you'll probably make some of these mistakes, because it doesn't matter how much theory you hear, sometimes you've got to get burned to really feel the pain. On a personal level, I've had businesses that have failed because I've got distracted. I've chased the shiny thing. I've tried to solve a problem that we shouldn't be solving. It's well outside our core focus. A real example, split the bills. My business, we were very good at managing shared utilities, splitting the bills for our customers who lived in shared student properties. We thought we could become our own energy supplier. We thought we could make more margin. We thought we could cut out one of our key suppliers by doing this ourselves. It was the biggest mistake we ever made. The energy supply business failed, and it nearly killed the core business, split the bills in the process. The key takeaway here is just to keep reminding yourself to focus. It's so easy to get distracted, and you'll get distracted without even realizing it. I've been doing this now for 21 years, and I still start businesses, and before I know it, the core idea has got lost, and we're off down a rabbit hole thinking about this next shiny thing that we could add to the product. Bring yourself back, say, what is it that this business is solving? And until you're doing that exceptionally well, don't move on to the next thing. Think of Google. They've absolutely nailed search. They are the best in the world at search. Now, today they do other things, but most of their revenue comes from search, and that's because they've got this relentless focus on that core product. If you're in business, comment below, tell us about the mistakes that you've made, tell us what you think to some of the mistakes that I've just gone through there. And if you like what you've heard today, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.